What's up, market makers family? Market makers pro trades. The link is in the video description. Guys, this room we're trading the indexes, trading individual stocks. We are trading Forex. That is my background. These other marketplaces, been trading in them over 20 years. Check out the link. Come try out the room. No risk, no obligation. Over 100 people have joined in the first 2 weeks. This is a limited room, guys. We're not going to have thousands. It's going to be a few hundred people, and that's it. Because I enjoy trading, I'm sharing my trades. I'm sharing my TA. My professional team is also sharing their TA, and they are also traders, and that's what this room is. It is a trading room, my friends. It is not Wall Street bets. It is not Reddit, but I think you will love it. Guys, let me show you some of the trades, and the guys in the room have seen these trades. So as you guys know, we shorted the Dow. We shorted the Dow when everybody's talking about COVID causing the crash. We shorted the Dow November 8th, guys. November 8th. Let's just get a measured move where we got to all the way down to the 200 moving average. A 6% drop in the Dow, and we had this in the room right at the PRZ, guys. Let's go ahead and look through this. Flip through here. We have had several shorts on the S&P. Here's one of our later shorts, and let's get a measured move from this. This was a really nice short too. The S&P's been dumping. A nice 2.5% move down here. Guys, these indexes are in a bubble, okay? And that's just not, I mean, that's my opinion. That's also the opinion of a lot of esteemed economists, and one of my people that I follow very closely, Michael Burry from the movie The Big Short. You hear me talk about it all the time. The markets are in a huge asset bubble, and now it's not only hedge fund managers, it's not only CEOs that are talking about this. JP Morgan issued a report saying if the inflation does not get under control, the S&P can fall by 50%. 50%, guys. One of the top 5 investment banks in the world says the S&P could fall by 50%. There's a ton of money in these markets. You got to understand how to trade these markets. I've been doing this for 20 years. You should come check out the room. Let's go ahead and look at the S&P on the weekly. Here's our Darvis box, and we are just hovering on that baseline, trying to hold it at support. That's our all-time high, guys. That's our all-time high. So you have a nice moving average. You have a nice support. You have that nice gap between here if you do fall. And again, what I think is going to end up happening is you're going to print a head and shoulders, okay? So we have this video on YouTube. We'll be able to go back and revisit it. You have your left shoulder, your head. At some point, you're going to come test this moving average. And when you do that, you're going to do something like this, print a right shoulder, and that neckline will break, and then you will fall. When will that happen? Well, that's the big thing everybody wants to know, right? That's what you can go on YouTube, get 1,000 different opinions. My personal opinion is we should be able to eke through the rest of the year. Guys in the room have heard me say this. I think so. First quarter next year, you're going to see signs of decline. People would call these signs of decline, how we're unable to make new highs and we're just slowly falling, going back up, falling down. I think you're going to start seeing signs of decline. Inflation is a killer, guys. And for those of you that the target audience for these videos who understand food costs in my country alone are up 30%. Construction costs are up 30 to 60% depending on your region. Fuel costs, energy costs are up 40% since this time last year. And I've been over these numbers before, but the CPI actual inflation, which just went up 0.9% this last month alone, actual inflation, they say it's 6.1% right now, but the actual numbers, if you average in food costs, everything that they take out, energy costs, construction costs, durable goods that they remove. If you put all these things in here using the 1980s numbers from the Fed, the 1980 report using the exact same metrics they use, actual inflation right now is 15%. Not 6%. We all know the government lies. 15%, okay? So, and anybody who does grocery shopping or buys anything understands this. Go look at your energy bill. So just keep that in mind. Something that's really going to affect the markets going forward, and these things take time. Tapering's kicking in, the Fed's buying less. Now, of course, they're talking about being more aggressive with their interest rate hikes, okay? This is all going to affect the market. All that free COVID money that inflated these bubbles, that gave these stocks incredible PE ratios, it's all going to come to an end slowly. That's why I said first quarter next year, you're going to see signs of decline. By the second quarter, I think you'll definitely see signs of decline. You know, and who knows, guys, we can't predict the future if they come out with another policy, if they end up doing more quantitative easing and dumping more money in the market. But as it stands now, the market is reacting. So let's look at the daily SPX. Guys, the daily SPX tracking beautifully. Again, check your Fibonacci tools when you're using them. Tracking beautifully. Look how it's using the baseline of the pitchfork for support. You can see this. And of course, this is a bullish 5-0 pattern that I have down here at 45.07. And so far, we are tracking to it. We're just going to ping pong back up and down, up and down. This will affect stocks, obviously. And this is the index itself. Now, guys, DXY. DXY has been, it's had its caffeine this morning, okay? I woke up this morning for the market open. We found support right on my fib circle, not a coincidence, right on my fib circle, shot up like a rocket ship. Now, what this did for our room was fantastic because in our room, we've been setting up a couple of trades, one of them being, where is it? Here it is. One of them being USD CHF. US dollar Swiss franc, and look at this move we got, okay? We had this posted well before price came to the PRZ. We've actually had this posted for several days now when price was up here. We fell down to our PRZ, and look at this rocket ship of price. Again, those of you that trade Forex or interested in Forex understand what this is. Look at this move, almost all the way up to the 618 of the pattern. Boom, like a rocket ship. That was a very nice, very profitable trade. Fell back down to support because, of course, the DXY fell back down. And so if we see the DXY climb, this will continue to climb back up. But what a sweet little trade. Hit my profit targets at the 382.5 on the way up. Just missed the 618, but I think we may end up getting a second chance here if the DXY finds some strength. And Australian New Zealand dollar. We have a nice little dragon pattern here and a double top. Holding, look at that, holding the neckline, being stubborn, waiting to see if we can break this double top. And again, we have a measured move down here where to get to. I'm looking at the 1 fib here for 1.035 for possibly the price to descend to. But, you know, again, it's holding that line. We got our volatility bands here. You can see there's a lot of volatility here. So we'll see what happens if we can get some dissension. This is a beautiful, classic double top, and it's just being stubborn. So you have to really drill down into these different countries. Australia is having a lot of problems with COVID, very strict lockdowns. New Zealand's the same, very close economically, big trading partners with each other. So track currencies, look at the news for your different currencies that you trade. And again, this trade is also in our room. We'll wait and see what happens there with that. And guys, one of the shorts that we have in the room, Lucid. Shorted the EV stock, the darlings of Wall Street, all the EV stocks. Shorted this up here at $57, dropped all the way down to 51. This was a great move. And I think it's got further to decline. It's actually printing a double top. I had a double bearish pattern here. I had a dragon pattern as well as a little bearish, but I can't see it with the numbers in the way. But I think that was a cipher. I'm not sure. But it has a little bearish pattern here. So I had the marriage of two patterns, and then we got the drop, okay, and the SPX and everything dropping as well. I do expect this to form this double top. Let me show you this double top. This is a 4-hour time frame. You can see it better on the 1-hour time frame. 4-hour time frame looks like this, okay? And then if we get that dissension, because dragon patterns like to appear double tops, we get that dissension, break on the neckline. Lucid could be going down into the 40s, which would be fantastic for the trade for our room. Guys, if you like these types of videos, come check out our room. Love to chat with you there. Again, been doing this for a couple decades. Love to talk with you guys and talk shop, talk stocks. Hope to see you guys there. And happy trading, my friends. Happy Tuesday. Hope you're having a wonderful week so far. Talk soon, guys.